here, and hopefully you are doing okay. Hopefully that things are good with you. And following from yesterday's energy, the moon, it's the end of the day. She met Chiron, it's beginning to square Pluto. And here is we're going to see some one of those energies of when we have not evolved to a certain level, when we see the certain limitations, when we feel that we are not ready for certain things and so on, what do? Right? We can get agitated, we can get aggravated, areas, energies, the moon is in areas. And we're going to see it today that the moon is going to be actually when she starts switching over and she's going to be moving into more towards Taurus, she's going to be square Mercury. And this is what, when you see certain things and they cannot perform in the material world, guess what happens? You're going and making expressions. Oh, I cannot grow with this, all this project, all these situations, all these things. I don't know. I'm not sure. I get in it. And now you're expressing that energies, and this can create a lot of kind of like a very intensified because the moon is going to be a T-square in Pluto and Mercury. We are talking about these innovations that are not fully understood because Pluto is becoming retrograde, right? It's going back, and Mercury just came out of the retrograde at Leo, and now he's trying to getting forward. And here is coming in your intuition is like, oh, I waited, I do this, and so on. The lack of patience can create a lot of things. And this is going to be the energy early in the morning. You're probably going to feel like something is off. And with that energy that it's something is off, try to restrain yourself. Seeing that the moon is still going to be very good with the sun, a lot of very good authority there will be, but later on we're going to have some 150 degrees with Mars. That is going to be when the Mars is going to be like, wait a minute, I need to seek the balance. This is divine energies of what? Taurus, Libra, love, it's controlling him. Venus is controlling him. Where is it Venus? Venus is in Cancer. Venus is doing what? She's in union with Jupiter. It is the growth. And this is what is about you to learn to have a patience and restraint of the impatience with you. At 8 o'clock, some of the things of the past is going to come out. This is going to be one of the south node rising in the horizon. There will be not much intensity. There's going to be some more good things that comes in, particularly if you're at work. You're going to see that, yes, there is some issues that needs to be addressed with, but you're going to be able to find a solution. Now, put yourself that there is a things in there within you, and you fixing the things within yourself. Hi, Wyatt. And so seeing it within yourself, you're going to be find a lot of resolutions to the situations you are dealing with it. All right. 9 o'clock, the ascendant is going to be at Virgo organization. Certain things are not organized. Not everything has to be perfect, but everything has to be what? Understood. That particular energy is going to be pointing out towards the moon and Chiron, and this is where the unhealed wounds is going to coming out as a trigger. Okay, so look in yourself. In there, what are you going to be addressing within your intuition? Very important what you're going to be seeing within yourself. And so on. Wyatt Deep, can you see in the future? We can look into the future, but you need to understand that the most important thing it is the present. It's here and now in there, because see, sometimes we see the future that we want, right? And in order to see through the future, you have to be what? Completely out of anything and everything within your system, so you can go deeply dive in there. Even within the astrology, you have the potentials in there, but there is no 100% guaranteed in there. So the way astrology works is giving you the opportunity, the energies of what it's coming towards us, and because everyone has an individual chart, that energy can affect it in there. Plus, the people has been evolved, and it depends of their level of evolutions, they can use the current energies and applying in life. So, trying to describe in here the best in there they can be within. All right, so keeping it forward with the report in there, 10 o'clock, Mars is going to coming out in the event horizon. He's still like, oh, I cannot achieve this, or there is a restraint. You need to understand, for certain things, you're not ready to do and create. Right now, Mars is in Libra to understand what is it, not balance, so he can work in itself out. And because things are not working at right now, it is about you to learn. Saturn, it says, not now. He doesn't say forever. He says, not for now. You have to learn. You look at yourself. You need to go back talking to yourself. There needs something you need to fix up here in a mental process. So later on, the energy of that is going to be more focus of Venus and Jupiter. Of course, there's going to be some little bit intensity, but the overall energy of that is going to be okay. I put the energy, time, and the growth in the family, so I can go and achieve what I need to do. But I need to do the mental work first. I need to learn informations. I need to understand psychological issues. I need to understand the spiritual things in there. So a lot of the people is going to be really beginning to awake in some kind of like a shape and form from within. That is going to be triggered at 12 o'clock midheaven. It's going to be with Mercury right now. The moon, it is really beginning to square that. Be mindful about 12 o'clock about messages from people who's going to be triggering you, bosses that's going to be talking within you, or certain situations that all of a sudden you're working on something doesn't work, right? The reason is to test your ability to be patient during intense energies. If you get into that point and understanding in there, look within yourself and you're going to be overcoming that limitations, and then the wisdom, it's going to be coming in very much within you. Okay. All right, so the next hour, this is going to be at 1 o'clock. This is usually when the sun is a very high in there, and we are seeing it that the sun is in divine energies with the North Node. That energy is about the authority. It's like, okay, it's time to go into the growth. It's time to me to put things in perspective. It's time for me to prepare to go into Virgo. A lot of the people is going to be start organizing, going somewhere, doing someplace, finding new things, discovering new things, and so on and so on. Hola, Leonardo. And this kind of like energy is going to be a continue pretty much in the next, we are talking about 9 days. Okay. So if you feel like I'm not in a place where I need to be, or I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, your soul is going to lead you to find the things that you needed to do. All right, 2 o'clock. Midheaven is going to be at Virgo. It's going to be a squaring Uranus. This is about like certain changes doesn't work very well. Yes, they don't work very well. It cannot be have this so many rules and 10 changes has to come in. Some of the rules, what they have to be looked at out, and this is why it comes in this energy when you're trying to organize. You know, when you're trying to organize yourself in your life and so on, you want everything to be what matching a certain way, certain energies, certain evolutions, right? And with this strive for perfections, sometimes you see that You have to make a certain changes because the changes is evolutions, right? Okay, so 3 o'clock, it's coming very beautiful moments about those changes because those changes are have to be seen at if you make it, the changes, how good can it be? And if you don't make the changes, what is gonna be? That's gonna be creating the awareness of the consequences of the actions that you're not doing. Okay, so you may want to feel like a lot of duality goes on. Should I do? Should I not? To be or not to be? But overall, the energy is going to be calling. Look at what you need to change. All right, next hour. This is going to be at 4 p.m. The ascendant is going to be at Sag. The inner work is going to be with Mars. Yourself with these intense energies, hopefully you put that wisdom into perspective, and by overcoming yourself to remain peaceful in intense moments, you're going to find your strength and the soul and the spirit within you, and that strength and the soul, the spirit within you is going to make the balance. But this is a learning process, right? You have to do something. A lot of the people, they think like, okay, I can take the pill, I can go to meditations, I can go to sound healing, or I can go to tarot reading or so on. They're going to tell me, and so I'm not going to do, but I'm not going to do this inner work. The things doesn't work that way. Certain things is about your inner work, particularly in the cardinal zodiac signs, because this is about cardinal changes. You don't change, nothing's changed. Everything remains the same. All right. 5 o'clock, those energies in there is going to be looking it into the moon in Chiron. They're going to be like, what are you thinking? What are you doing? You're thinking, still thinking in the old way. When you're going to get it that you need to change your thought? And that's going to come particularly with Mars energies towards the moon, because the moon is basically, she's going to be squaring, T-squaring Pluto and Mercury. And here is the communications in there. Oh, I don't want to talk about it. I'm irritated, but I don't want to get into this. Particularly be mindful about one energy. When you are intensified within yourself, when you're in this intense energies, okay, if your partner comes in and they try to hug you, help you, and so on, and you're like pushing them away, right? This is how you're hurting your partner, because you have that energies within you. And there. Hi, Michelle Giordano. Glad to see you here. So later on, we're going to be seeing it that energies, particularly at 6 p.m., is going to be a little bit changing. See, we're going to diving deep within the work. We are going to diving more. There's some of the work is going to be required. Like, hey, we need to different communications. We find a different ways of talk. Okay, can we go out for a walk? Can we go sit down on a sofa? Can we go have a little chill out someplace, and so on and so on? Everything of this is going to be calling. But for the people who has not changed, that energy that is going to be squaring, the ascendant is going to be squaring Mars and Saturn and Neptune. And here is this like, no, I don't want. Here is that moment when it's kind of like your partner, it's trying to create an environment for you to be better. And all of a sudden you just freeze out, block it up, and so on and so on and so on. Hima Bindu, Mati, what should I do when my masculine is coming back after separation and after my dark night of the soul? Accept certain partners with inner peace. Have the peace within you. See, the peace within you, it's meeting with the peace within the partner. And that is a kind of like a crucial, and this is why this Mars at Libra is going to be doing in the next month and a half at Libra. Okay? It's going to be some tests, it's going to be some learning, it's going to be some situations until you're not learning that there's got to be first and the most peace in the soul between you. And that peace in the soul is going to start bringing peace in the rest of the things, all the way down to the intimacy, to the physical realm of existence, to the material world. Stop with this intensity, stop with this crap in there, But first thing is you. Okay, that's my advice to you, and I can understand how that works in there. Okay, I've been through a dark night of the soul. the real dark night of the soul. All right. Okay. All right. So talking about 7 o'clock in the morning, the ascendant is going to be with Pluto and the Sun. A lot of the divine energies is going to be coming out as the midheaven. It's also in divine energies with Chiron and the Moon. It's going to have some very beautiful out. That is going to be when you find the strength and the courage to talk to your intuition, because your intuition doesn't operate it right now from what to look into the reality. You are what? In a base of your instinct, in a base of your survival, in a base of desire to have to show off, to have the all the things so you can attract attentions to you, right? But the material world, it is about for you to have enough to provide and to have a happy life. Everything more than that is going to be turning to what? An obsession, right? Okay? You need enough abundance to do and have a happy life. And that is the purpose why Venus is doing this at Taurus. 8 o'clock, that energy of Pluto is going to be even increase as the moon is going to be moving at Taurus. It's going to be a lot of it's like a lot of the people, when the things in the material world, it's getting bad. What is the first thing people cut off? Things with spirit, things with religion, things that has to do with the soul, because right now the primary instincts takes over, and it's like, I better provide this, I better provide it, but they don't pay also attention from within, right? To have this, to understand this, and so on and so on. Hi, Amanda. Thank you so much for coming in. So this kind of like energy is going to come out, is going to be present, is going to be testing it out. It's like, I need the money. Okay, you put the things in a perspective with the universe, let the universe through you helping out the people, and the people is going to be and giving you that, right? It's called energies exchange, right? Because all of a sudden some of the people says, well, the universe took from me, I lost my car, I lost business, I lost some money, I don't know what happened. We haven't doing energy exchange. That is the one thing. Okay. All right. 9 o'clock, the ascendant is going to be with the North Node. A lot of mental work, a lot of emotions, very beautiful moments, very beautiful energies in there. Very beautiful things is going to be seen at the perspective, because you see the positiveness of the things that you do. Okay. And now it's going to be reflecting everywhere, in you, in your partner, in your mental level. You're going to have the inner peace, right? And that's the beauty, because everything grows from there. You grew first, and you feel it within you. It's like, oh my God, I wish I to know this earlier, right? All right, 10 o'clock, we're going to see the ascendant is going to be very close to Chiron. You're going to be seeing these energies review some of the work that you did not do, because the midheaven in there is going to be T-squaring Mars, and Pluto is going to be opposing the Venus and Jupiter, and this is going to begin to kind of like create a lot of intensity afterwards. Okay, you need to understand, when you forgive, you also forget, right? But if you forgive but you never forget, and you keep grudges within you, then it's not really forgiveness, but it has to be within you, right? A lesson is lesson. If your lesson is learned, it's not going to repeat anymore. You're not going to have to act in there. And if you do not handle the pressures, if you blow some fuses off, here's the lessons for you. That lesson is going to come back to you, to learn to be patient. And at 11 o'clock, we're going to see the ascendant at Taurus. We're going to see actually tomorrow. That is going to be within pretty much tomorrow at 11 o'clock p.m. Okay, we're going to see these energies of the moon, when they're going to say like, okay, we have this and this, but we can fix by doing this, this, and this. All right, we're gonna put the love in there. We're gonna put the understanding. We're gonna be go investigating. We're gonna go study. We wanna make this. Then let's see what is it this learning. What do we have to do? What kind of documents? What kind of papers? Right? What kind of new communications? Because the moon is gonna be what? It's gonna beginning to put these positive energies after all the negative stuff that came in. All right. So that's what it was, the astro-gravitational report, and I'm gonna be giving you some heads up about what is gonna happen in the morning, how the day is gonna be in the morning. All right. Well, the next day, tomorrow, we are gonna be have at 7 o'clock in the morning. We're gonna have the moon. It's gonna be a Taurus. She's still gonna be squaring Mercury, but she's gonna be opposing Lilith. This is the feminine energies when oh, I didn't get this, or I didn't got that. I wasn't spoiled. I didn't went to the restaurant. I could have not buy the purse. I cannot buy the shoes. All this kind of like things in there. Do you pay an attention? Are you the woman first in the material world? Because the moon and Taurus is about, okay, I have to be able to clean, to cook, to provide. I have to be able to do these feminine things. And some of those triggers is going to be coming in very beautiful way because there is a very beautiful sextile from Venus in Jupiter, a very good positions, and that's how the day is going to begin with very powerful divine organizations because at 7 o'clock in the morning we are going to have a yacht, a very beautiful yacht of Pluto and Saturn, and the ascendant is at Virgo, divine order. Okay, divine order. Thank you, amazing Manda, Kelsey. Thank you so much. Appreciate it from the New Zealand. Kelsey, just so you know, I'm going to be in Australia, in Perth. So I'm going to be there for pretty much a week. So for some of you who are in New Zealand or Australia, you can meet me in person in there. Just find me at astroviber1111 at gmail.com. Okay? And I hope you guys have a great day. I hopefully you holding it in there and holding your impatience. All right, guys, much love to you. I will see you tomorrow.